check, check. Check, check. I think we're looking good. Let's see, let's see. Sweet. Here we go. Sweet. Here we bloody go. Let's see if I can allow captions. How do I do that? Closed captions. know I can allow subtitles, but that's for after the video, the live is finished. I'm trying to do is to have live captions. It sounds like you can only have it in English for now, but that is okay. And how do I do that? Or maybe I don't have that option yet because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. That's cool, I've got 36. We're good, we're good. Okay. So we're back with another mixing day. If you're watching this, let me know what's the quality like. I'm hoping I've managed to figure it out so that you have a clear picture of the camera, the screen share from Ableton, and also the audio sync. Nice, nice. Sweet. So this is mixing day 4 for this track, and this is a track by a good friend of mine, Bethany. As you can see there at the top, she goes by the name of Goodbye Bethany, and this track is called Without You. The way that this track was conceived was that Bethany had the demo on acoustic guitar and vocals, and she brought it to me. We went through it. I've learned the shape, I've learned the structure and the chords. I've learned to play on the guitar first, and then we started talking more about the production and what direction we wanted to take. And one of the things quite early on was a reference from a track by Kings of Leon. And by using the power of AI, I downloaded that track and I then stripped it just the drums, because we wanted to go for this style of drumming, not just on the rhythm but also the feel and the production sound. So that was kind of the starting point. We went in the studio, recorded that, and this is what we got from drums wise. You hear that's there's a difference in the room sound, and that is That is okay because we're not going for the exact sound. It's just a reference point to start from. And so this is where the foundation of the mix started, and you might see that this sounds much tighter, and this is what I'm trying to approximate. If you listen to our overheads, I think personally when we recorded this room, I can hear it, it's very lively. Meaning, a live room, meaning there's not much absorption in it. So the sound travels. And you hear the walls bouncing. And this is not quite the drum sound from the reference. This is not quite the room sound from the reference. I think for us to achieve something that's more akin to this, we would have had to go into a different room. So what I'm trying to do is to use plugins to have a drum room sound that is tighter. And this is doing quite a lot. If I A/B it, not only, well actually sorry, this one. Actually not doing as much as I thought, so let's do more. You can listen to the transient and the tonal separately, and if we listen to the tone of the sound of the audio, you can hear a lot of the room sound. So I'm gonna high pass just the tonal. At least we'll get rid of that low. And then I'll bring the tonal down in here. Once you bring that down, you lose amplitude, so make sure you gain it up. If we turn it down, if we turn it off, you've got to be careful not to kill the groove. And also make sure you're listening within the context of the whole drum kit. Then I am compressing that drum overhead sound because I want to get a tight drum sound, and I am making it less wide because if I listen to the reference, it's not as wide, because if I turn this off, the sound gets spread out to the sides. And that's not quite what we're going for. Okay. So that's the approximation to it. There's a mono overhead there which is adding more sound, more room sound. But I've also used the split EQ I want it there because it's adding depth to the mix. Got our trusted decapitator with punishing that drum kit. Also sounds like their kick drum had a bigger shell, so you know we work with what we have. Could do with a bit more kick, so I'm just gonna parallel process it, but maybe not. Let me take the sub off this kick group, then I'll call this kick plus sub, because I don't want to be sending my sub into a parallel compressor or any parallel chains, because subs eat a lot of your headroom. That's without the sub. And if we send our kick drums, that's more like it. We are getting into danger peak zone. Actually, we're okay. We're okay. Minus 1.7. I am going to try something though which I haven't done yet, to flip the phase of the out kick with the in kick. It sounds like I've lost a lot of low end. Let me put a visualizer. We want this to stay, well, we need a third-party plugin, otherwise Ableton's won't come off. Detach it from the interface. You can see how flipping the phase shifts the fundamental of that kick drum. This is a C2, 66 Hertz. Suddenly you lose a lot of that bottom end. So we don't want that. But why not try flip the phase the other way around? or inverted polarity. I think that's the correct terminal. Also, it's doing, sounds like it's doing exactly the same thing, so we won't be messing around with phase or polarity. I am missing a bit of punch from this guy. Maybe a bit more compression, so it bites. And let's turn it up. Maybe that sub kick could be a bit longer. Or like more sustained actually. Just looking to find the space for it, because the mix is quite busy. You can also have it so there's no sub, but these are your tops. Maybe that's preferable. And then let's check our drum bus compressor. We'll bring it down. Oh, actually, I was doing mid-side on this, but let's not do mid-side for now. Still gonna go for a tube style compression. We can turn the sidechain EQ on so that the sub is not triggering as much of the compressor. Faster release. Faster attack. Turn the threshold up, sorry, down. And we're peaking, so bring the output. Compression is killing some of the dynamics, so let's fix that. let's see what it would sound like if we have a clipper on the kick subgroup. So I'm watching for this little peak up here. -5. We turn it off. I think we're good. Still something bothering me on the low mids. So let's chase it. I'm going to turn my output up so for my headphones. And I suspect that these toms are causing some sort of confusion in the sound definition. I am cutting some of the lows of it individually, but I still feel like around here is what it tends to be where the drum will resonate, and it's not very nice. Let's see what it sounds like if we make this a dynamic EQ, so that we're changing the EQ via amplitude. We listen it in the mix. Turn it, let's AB it. I think it's helping with the kick drum, and it's not really doing much difference to the actual tom sound, so potentially a good move. If you listen to the kick drum, how AB is. Subtle. Let's listen in the mix. And maybe we can get more bite out of these kick drums. They sound very clean. I know there is some saturation going into the in kick. I'm adding quite a lot of top because I'm looking for that clicky sound. This is the out kick. You wouldn't normally you got to be careful with saturation on sounds that produce more of lower frequencies, unless you use a saturation plugin which gives you the ability to change the bands individually, like Saturn. That's weird. Somehow things stopped playing. Why is that doing that? Okay. Oh, it's Ableton. It's not being able to... how do I know it's Ableton, guys? Up there when you see this line, that's a CPU meter, it's struggling to read the files as quick as you would expect from your hard drive. So there's a secret to that. And the secret is you quit and you start again. How's it going, Hermes? Hermes? Where are you dialing it from? Or Hermes? Maybe we would say in Brazil, we say Hermes. Let me know where you're dialing from, man. Is it possible to have more than 8 returns on Ableton? That's a great question. Currently I have 11, so indeed is possible. And there's different ways you can add returns. You could right click on the channel and you could do it in individual tracks like this, or you can do it in groups. And you go insert return track, and that will add a send over here. You could also come to your return. So if you do Command Option R for returns, you could come here to any of your returns. You right click, insert return track, but be aware that your return order will shift, meaning if you had return A selected and you add a return, now your return B is your new return track, but your mix, before you had return B, return C was originally return B, which means that all of the stuff you send into original return B, which is now C, it's now going to return B. So watch out for the order of your return. So if we do Command Z, now we're back to the Reverb 7 Heaven being our return B. So if you want to add a return at the end of the chain, select your last return, right click, insert return track, and there we go. We're all happy. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to hide my returns. Command Option R. Here we go. From Italy. Oh, yes. I used to live in Mantova, actually. I'm originally from Brazil, but I have Italian citizenship, so I have great parents that come from Trento. And I was in Mantova, which is half an hour from Verona. I was there for a year, but my Italian is rusty now. Okay, let's see. Continue. I'm happy with the drums. I think the guitar is maybe a bit too loud. And I would say this compressor on the guitar is making it sound a bit too unnatural to me. So I'm just going to dial back the release. And remember, guys, longer release means counterclockwise to the left. It's actually confusing at first. Shorter, quicker release, you want to go to the right. So I want a longer release for this. And you can see that the needle is starting to move differently. So not only you have a visual reference, but obviously make sure you're listening first and foremost. So what helps me is sometimes I'll just close my eyes and I will click. Okay, maybe the attack could do with some love. Because I remember when I played this, the idea was that I wanted to retain 1, 2, the strong beat, 2, 4. So I was I was going for it. I think I had a plectrum, and I was going for it on those beats, accentuating it. And the idea is to let the compressor accentuate those as well and not kill the dynamics. So this is what I'm trying to find, a nice balance. If we increase the ratio, it means now it's a 8:1 if I'm not wrong. So basically the bigger the ratio, the more compression is happening once the sound gets past the threshold. We can't visually see a threshold on these compressors, but the reason why I'm using it is because I like the sound of it. And this is an FET compressor, meaning it's a much quicker type of compression. So could be that this is not the right compressor for the job. Let me try a different type of compression, which is VCA style. Let's see if this, I haven't used this for a while, but it looks very nice. And whenever things look nice, I'm not sure if they sound good, but you never know. It's worth a try. So we're turning down the threshold once the compressor is on, or it's in the chain. We turn the threshold down until we see the needle moving. I'm actually going to save this as a preset because I want to load the compressor and I want that needle to be moving straight away so that I can hear what's doing. This to me already sounds more musical compared to the FET. It's not killing the transients or the feel, so the rhythm. But we're losing volume, so let's gain stage it. And it's quite subtle. And subtlety goes a long way when you're mixing. Remember, it's very useful to know. We'll change the ratio from a 2:1 to 4:1, so there's more compression happening. Currently our attack is quite slow. And this is where attack and release is where you're going to find the balance between transient and compression. So like musicality versus even out your dynamics. I think a short, long attack or mid attack and the fastest release possible, it's putting us in a good place. If I turn this off, it's actually not doing much, so that is, I'm probably aiming for like a 3 dB. I think this is around 3 dB gain reduction. Now, the more the compression works, obviously the more you're going to notice the transient alteration. Let's say be that with you know what, I think I'm going to stick with this. Let's listen to it with the whole mix. Maybe if we make this attack, because I'm also thinking about this guitar in a 3D space within the drums. So I'm listening. This is why it's really important when you're mixing to listen to it within the whole mix, and as meaning don't listen to something on solo for too long, because mixing is the combination of all things. If you're producing, that's different stuff. But when you're mixing, especially live acoustic instruments, each instrument will have its own space, meaning the stereo field, so left to right, but also front to back. And compression, usually people tend to think about 3D spaces by using reverb, but compression is actually a really important tool for front and back, because if you have a very tight release and attack, you will bring the sound forward. If you have a longer release or a longer attack, probably more to do with the attack than the release, you're gonna push sound backwards. So I'm listening out to where I want this guitar to sit in the mix now. I'm still hearing something in the low mids. Not quite happy with it, especially on these headphones. I suspect that it could be this guy. I'm just going to apply some multi-band compression. When you have long notes like this on a bass, this region here tends to make things a bit unclear, like muddy. But I don't want to compress the whole sound. I don't want to. I want to be as clinical and targeted as possible. This is where multi-band compression is very useful. Put some vocals in, see where we're at.
Without you, without you, without you, without you, Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh, without you, oh, without you, all I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life.
I'm still feeling like this guitar needs a bit of love. I've got this preamp, and you have this option that you can add top end. more like sheen. Gotta be careful not to do it too much, otherwise it sounds thin.
Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Maybe too much compression.
All I know is
We need it to be.
damn exhausted with this lie.
Needs to be very subtle. Let me try an opto compressor, which is a different type of compression. So we tried FET, we tried VCA. So we want peak reduction first, and we gain it later. This could be a winner.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted.
And I still feel like the guitar could do some love. Let's see what we can do EQ wise. I'm using a lot of like analog emulations just because I like the sound of it, but you don't need to have to use these plugins to get a good sound. You can do a lot with Ableton stuff. So this is around 3K. That's boosted. It was literally 1 dB boost, and that to me feels a good place.
All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life.
And why does that feel such a big difference if it's just like a dB? It's hard to see. Let's expand that. Yeah, that's a dB. Well, because remember in your chain, in this chain, we're adding top end from this preamp, so there's a double top end EQ in there going on.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh.
I do prefer, so like I've tried the FET, I tried VCA, and so far my favorite is the opto for this guitar.
Now I know I couldn't
because
even
it's
stop you if I
retaining transients in a way that's musical for that groove.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
But it's also bringing the guitar closer, meaning we now hear it's not as much of a roomy sound. Because if you listen to this guitar soloed, the reason why it sounds so acoustic is because we recorded with a pair of microphones and in a room. So you're not only getting the direct sound of the guitar, but you're getting the sound of the room, which means you're compressing that as well. And that's what I mean. That's why you've got to listen to it not just on its own, but every acoustic instrument in the mix will have its own room sound.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life.
This could also do with a bit more.
Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh.
I've run Melodyne through it. There was a couple of
Oh, without
funny bits in it, and now we're in a good place.
I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Always got to be careful with melody.
All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted.
Like you can hear it
I know,
a little bit in there, but it's fine because it's hidden in the mix. Like if you listen to it.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
But I do want to get a different timbre out of this harmony, so I'm gonna add an Ableton auto filter, which I've created actually in Ableton. It has its own auto filter, but there's no wet and dry, meaning it's either on and off. But I like to have control of how much filtering I'm doing. So I've created this rack for it. You can do any dry and wet rack in Ableton. This is just a audio rack. And then let's add a bit of saturation.
I know I couldn't even stop you if
If we turn it off,
I know.
obviously we're losing like weight from it. That's why the saturation helps. But let's make it drier.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
I think it's a nice balance there.
I know I could. I know.
It's also going to give me more space in the mix.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
And you don't miss it as much, that low end from the voice now.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
But we could have more of an aggressive compression on it. So let's go for our trusted friend. I've also done something quite interesting here. Is the original voice is a mono source, but I wanted to make it wide in the mix.
I know I could.
I just wanted to sit in a different space in the mix. So I've added this really cool plugin by Clevergrugger, Swedish great plugin company, which is kind of creating the Haas effect. Well, it is creating the Haas effect, but you can control which bands. So it's not doing in the whole spectrum.
I know I couldn't I know I couldn't even stop you if
We turn it off.
I know
It's just subtle.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I
Cool. Let's compress the shit out of this. Now, because we have a stereo signal, I'm going to go for a stereo compressor. Otherwise, it's just going to mono our sound and make it thin again. Or like centered. Like because I want aggression here, I'm going to have a quick release, quick attack. Turn it off. It's a bit louder, so let's gain stage it.
Stop you if I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
I like that. Maybe turn the mix down a bit.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with
The one thing about this filtering is that it's giving me a lot of nasal vibes.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Let's leave it like that for now.
All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this lie.
Too loud in the mix. Turn the drive down.
I know I couldn't.
Turn the compressor down.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this lie.
But like sometimes you hear people ask, how do I make a mix? Why does my mix doesn't sound good? Like what? How? Why I'm turning things up on my mix and it's not sounding better. Well, it's because you don't want a louder mix. You want a more... you need to control the peaks in relationship to your average. So you want to increase the average proportion of your audio. And one way of doing that is compression. Because you're bringing those peaks down so that your master output doesn't have to deal with it. And you're squashing the dynamics of your mix, but you're making the quiet parts louder, and that means you create a more leveled peak to ratio dynamics or peak to ratio result.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
I'm hearing something.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted.
Obviously, depending on which notes Beth sings, you have different fundamentals. So that's why you might have to add more of these notches.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
And I've just turned the dynamic EQing on so that what I wanted to check if these reacting to the notes dynamically, if it would sound more musical or not, because it's not always the case.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I... All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh.
So let's carry on with the mix. Have a listen to the verse.
I forget it's real till I'm alone in a bed. Kills me.
And you can see that I divided my channels into verse and chorus, and I do that pretty much every time. And that's because obviously there's different types, different emotions when someone is singing a verse versus a chorus or a bridge. So it's helpful because it means you have different settings, not only for your EQing. You might find that the register will be different for the verse and the choruses. So meaning you have to EQ things differently. And the same for your compression, the dynamics will be different, meaning the input level will be different. So the compression will handle it differently.
I don't know how to feel. One day it's love and
So this is also a really interesting thing. We recorded vocals for this in the studio, and then Beth re-recorded it at home. And what the takeaway is that the ones in the studio are much softer.
I don't know how to feel.
It's as if she's speaking to you.
I don't know how to feel. One day it's love, and next it's hate.
And I would imagine that this is because in the studio, usually you can hear yourself better than if you're recording yourself at home. If you compare this to the one she recorded at home, we're talking about verse now.
I don't know how to feel.
You can tell straight away she's more shouting. So I'm going to use the verse vocals from the studio recording, but I'll keep the choruses from her home recordings.
I don't know how to feel. One day it's love, and
It's nice and sweet.
hate. I forget.
Just a little water break.
Till I'm alone in my bed. Now it kills me inside. I couldn't save your life, and I'm drowning on land, and I don't know who I am without you. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted as life. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. Yeah, oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. That's before the cycle to break, but you just passed it aside. The burdens that weighed you down, and now they're mine, all mine. But don't you know we're only human, and none will survive. And I'm losing my faith, and I don't know who I am without you. Yeah, now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. Now I know I couldn't even stop. That's before the cycle to break, but you just passed it aside. Yesterday we were in love. Where are you now? Now I wonder the house, wearing your clothes, calling out your name, in love and in pain. Are you ready to fall? 'Cause I always am, and I'm losing my faith, and I don't know who I am without you. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. I don't know how to feel. One day it's love, the next it's hate. I forget it's real till I'm alone in my bed. Now it kills me.
Okay, let's continue to gain stage through the mix. I think these vocals, either the guitars are too loud or the vocals too quiet, so
I don't know how to feel.
It feels better.
One day it's love, the next it's hate. I forget it's real till I'm alone in my bed.
Not sure why I've EQ'd after compressor here. I normally do the opposite way around.
I don't know how to feel.
Further out.
One day it's love, the next it's hate. I forget it's real.
Still
I'm alone in my bed.
do a bit more of. And I know I'm clip gaining here, so it means the compressor will react differently, but
I don't know how
I can
adjust
adjust
how to feel.
the compressor as well.
One day it's love, the next it's hate. I forget it's real till I'm alone in my bed. Now it
And I want the compressor there
inside.
to work because I want Beth's voice this is a verse and she's singing quite softly, so I want that to be right here in your face.
I don't know how to feel. One day it's love, next it's hate. I forget it's real.
So maybe the guitar.
Till I'm alone in a bed.
Okay, these guys might need a bit of work then, the balance, because I feel like they are overpowering everything else. There's two voices, which seems to be the same. It might have been recorded twice, so we don't need this one here.
And I don't know how to feel. One day it's love, next it's hate. I forget it's real till I'm alone in a bed. Now it kills me inside. I couldn't save your life.
What could be cool for this verse, because it's very soft, is
I don't know how to feel.
Is to have the guitars going into a different space as well. Well, not as well. Leave the vocal. What I mean, different spaces, like the vocals are soft now compared to the choruses. So not space, but the vocals have different tone. And I feel like it could be interesting to recreate that with the guitars as well. Or literally, instead of changing the whole tone of it, send it to a different reverb. So on Synth E, I have one of my favorite ones, which is Shaper Box, going to a plate.
One day it's love, next it's hate. I forget it's real.
I think that works nicely.
Till I'm alone in a bed. Now it kills me.
I'm gonna send Beths to that plate as well.
I couldn't save your life, and I'm drowning on land, and I
don't think we need that harmony there. I want to keep it
don't
sweet.
know who I am without you. Stop you if I try.
Now you can tell the shift of tone. So I need to work with that now, because different tones, different mics, different rooms.
I'm drowning.
And not only tone shift, but volume.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I try.
So let's see.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I try. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I try. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted as loud.
I'm compressing it. I've got two different compressors here,
Now I know.
because it's a very dynamic chorus.
Now I know I couldn't even.
I don't want one compressor to do the heavy load.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
So this is a good tip. Spread your compression.
All I know
chain.
is I'm pretty damn exhausted as loud. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh.
Let's compare to the verse.
You know who I am without you. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Could be
All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted as loud.
a plate as well.
Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. Yeah, oh, without you, oh, without you.
It's also a level, it's a level thing.
Know who I am.
The verse, the vocal in the verse is louder than
Know
the vocal
who I
in the chorus.
am without you. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
That's better, and we're looking at a true peak.
All
We're doing
I
well.
know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this loud.
And we've got -15 on the LUFS, and there is no limiting happening. So this is a good sign because it means that the mix has a controlled peak to average, and it's loud and it's punchy without limiting.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this loud. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. Yeah, oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. Oh,
I'm not quite happy with this guitar sound. I'm going to push the input on this pre and bring the output down.
oh, without you, oh. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty
I think maybe it's because it was
exhausted
too
with this
thin.
life.
Bit better now.
Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. Yeah, oh, without you, oh, without
I'm missing a bit of like
now
mids.
I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
So I'm actually gonna, instead of doing that on an EQ and especially on a digital EQ which has no character, I'm gonna do it on the VCA,
Now I know I couldn't even stop.
meaning the BX has it's a VCA style compressor, but it also has EQing on it.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this loud.
And remember, if you add in gain on your EQing, remember to bring your level down so you're level matching, aka gain staging.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this loud. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh. Yeah, oh, without you.
And I'm feeling like the drums are sort of, I feel like a bit more on the back, as like the back of the mix, and I like it. You know, it's punchy enough, but not in your face.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Like the vocals are the focus here, and they are doing that job.
Now I know.
Not only in the way that she sings it, but also in the way that is mixed in.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Check,
All I know
check,
is I'm pretty damn exhausted
Check.
with this loud.
check. I feel like my mic is too compressed.
Oh, without
Check.
you, oh,
Yeah.
without you, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, without you, oh, without you, oh.
Girl, let's follow through.
Just before the cycle to break, but you just passed it aside. The burdens that weighed you down, now they're mine.
So we recorded this. These are separate, so you have the guitar rhythm, which is this, That's just straight up like. And then you have a finger picking. But what I can notice, because I haven't done any EQing on these, is that just bring it out the mix a bit, a little too much reverb too, give the kick a little more definition, tighten it up. It's a little flabby, just my 2 cents. Yeah, man, I did start working on the kick earlier in the video, and I was trying to do what you're saying there about the flabbiness. I got somewhere with it, but I didn't stay on it too long because I wanted to move on. As for the vocals, I could try that. I don't want them to be too bright because this is a grunge style of track, but I think they're very valid shouts. So I'm gonna have a little go with that. I'm just gonna do some work on this guitar, and yeah, I love transient shaping as well. So great tips there for sure. Where are you dialing it from, Phantom Him? Let's connect. I can tell you know your shit. So I'm hearing a lot of low mids. One element with some definition. Well, I think the vocals are defined. You don't think, if you listen to the mix, you don't think there's any elements that are defining it, would you say? Tokyo, wow, amazing. Let's see what time is in Tokyo. Tokyo time zone. Jeez, it's getting to like 12. I'm in Brazil, bro. I'm on the like literally on the other side. Just me with some extra brightness. Cool, I'll try the brightness for sure. What are you listening on? What can you tell me what monitors or headphones? What's your monitoring device?
Cycle to break, but you just passed it aside.
So the cuts on these, the finger picking here, will make it pop, my man. I just did some cuts on the finger picking, and he made a huge difference for.
And this before the cycle to break,
for this verse.
You just passed it aside.
Hi-fi
Burdens
under.
that weighed you down, now they're mine.
I don't know what they are. Let's see.
But don't you know we're only
I've seen
human?
this.
None wheels.
Yeah, I've seen people using these headphones, man. I wouldn't mind having one of those for sure.
This before the cycle to break, but you just passed it aside.
Okay, let's try your suggestions. So what are you saying? You're saying verse or chorus?
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
I'm not supposed to have two leads in there. Let me just find that.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty. Damn it.
Cool.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty.
That mic is actually not producing that much around that area.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. Now I know
It's done a bit of a difference.
Now I know I couldn't.
It's subtle, but it's there. What about around here?
Now,
Bit of air.
Now I know I couldn't even stop. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Obviously, we're gonna get into sibilance territory there, but yeah, I like the 2 to 5K, and I also like the 10 the air stuff.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this lie. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
There's not much coming out of there.
All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this lie. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this lie. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh.
I like it. I like it. What do you think?
Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh.
Let's do the same on the guitar, you're saying, right?
Now I know I couldn't even stop you. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Bit of bite.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Nice, man. Thanks for the
All
tip.
I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh.
I just want to have a listen to the mix as well on...
Now I know I couldn't even stop you.
I think this is a bit too heavy on the low mids. High shelf on the sides. Nice, my man is giving some
Oh, without you, oh, without.
some advanced stuff right here. I love it. High shelf boost on the sides. Let's try that.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
Yeah, exactly. The vocal is centered.
Now I know I could.
And it's nice to keep it like that as well for this style because it's like more grungy rock.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
I do have to say as well, the guitars were recorded straight into an Apollo, and we didn't use any emulation. So I'm not quite happy with the character of it. You know, there's not much character to the sound. I've got a preamp going into it. Then I'm using two different analog EQs.
Now I know I could.
But it just feels a bit flat, you know?
Now I know I could.
Okay, we're saying high shelf. High shelf boost in the sides.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. Oh.
Yeah, it's a great shout.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
We're trying cut as well, let's see.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life. Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh.
Yeah, I think the high shelf and the high pass filter works on the sides.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried.
I haven't tried doing that, no.
Now I
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Now I know I couldn't couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty.
Yeah, I get you.
Now I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life.
That's a great shot.
Oh, without you, oh, without you, oh.
Let's do some preset digging. Why not? Actually, I'm running out of time because I've got a lesson at 12. So I'm just going to listen through the mix for another 5, and then I'm going to have to call it. But Phantom, thanks for dialing in, and appreciate all the tips and sharing the knowledge. I think the internet's amazing for that, and I'm here for it for sure.
Yesterday we were in love.
If you got any music, any mixes, website, social media, send it over on the chat, and let's connect.
Yesterday we were in love.
Oh, that could be my student. No, we're good.
Yesterday we were in love.
We're good.
Where are you now? Now I wonder.
This is a separate guitar track as well, so let's do the trick. Let's do the sides trick.
Love.
Is that a separate one? Let's see. No, it's the same. But these are different registers, so I might split these later on. Not different register, but they're different chords. So the EQ will be reacting to it. Also, the playing was different. Like on the verse, I played much quieter. Pick the one with the picky stuff. I saw the trick on that. Oh, you mean the finger picking? Nice.
Just passed it aside.
This one, right?
Now they're mine, oh mine. But don't you know we're only human? None will survive. And I'm losing my faith. And I don't know who I am without you. I know I couldn't even stop you if I tried. All I know is I'm pretty damn exhausted with this life.
I need to do some work on the drums in this. Basically, I haven't got as far in the mix now, but I've done some good like head work today. Just to wrap it up, really. So we started with the drums. I wanted to get more of a tighter, smaller drum sound. And given the current sound of these, I think this is a good place to be. Still, the drum room sound that sounds very roomy to me. It's a bit trashy. It's not the sound I would go for this, but. And I need to work on the kick drum for that flabbiness. And then we did some work on the vocals and the guitars, really. So today's been all about drums, vocals and guitars, which I would say is probably the foundation. If I can get those three working nicely in the mix, then then I'm in a good place. So guys, I'll be streaming, guys and girls, I'll be streaming every day. This is a challenge to myself. I make music full time anyway. I produce, I songwrite, I mix. And so I wanted to get out there and get some coverage online, really. I've also moved countries, and this is a good opportunity. I wanted to go full in with music, so this is a good opportunity to get out there. But I also love sharing, and I'm always like, I feel like once you open to sharing, you obviously open to learning. This today's been a great example of that, where we had Phantom joining in, and he shared lots of great tips, advanced great tips. And sometimes we're in the middle of a mix. You might know all of these things. Like I know what a mid-side EQ does, and I know that if you boost around 2 to 5K, you get more definition, and around 10K and above you get air. But you're focused on other things, and I'm not mixing every day. I'm producing, which is a different game, or I'm songwriting. So my brain is not like it's attuned to be following through certain patterns. But once you do it again, it just gets back to you instantly. And there was a point in my life where I was mixing a lot. So yeah, just thought share that, because I think those things are valuable. If you are starting to mix, or if you are currently mixing, if you're going through your 5,000 hours, stick with us, because it's worth it. You get better, you get quicker, and you will also, as Phantom was saying there, he knew what needed to be done, and we did it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Oh, and Phantom, send me your socials, man.